So, I wanted to make a video and talk about some of the new people in my life because I have made a lot of great friends. From the end of high school to now, I have made a good amount of good, new friends. And these are, some of them I've, never known, but, a few of them I knew from high school but never hung out with them or, talked to them because I was a little skeleton. But, so, from the end of high school, I started hanging out with only three or five, I believe. I don't know. A good handful of my friends from high school. And I even worked with one of them, and she was, the best person, and she's, my best friend, and, I hope she's watching this because I love her, and she knows who she is. It's Hope, because Hope is, my baby, and, yeah, Hope, I love you. Anyways, hi, Hope. But yeah, I started hanging out with a few people like that, and then I started, as we were hanging out, we started including one of my old friend Jesse's best friend Cameron, who was also Tony's cousin. Cameron, oh god, I don't remember how we started hanging out, Cam. God, I don't remember. This is gonna eat me up, Cam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't remember. I hope you remember, Cam, because I need you to tell me. But anyways, I started hanging out with Cam, with everyone. We used to go to tracks a lot, but that was just me, Hope, Cameron, and Jesse who would go to tracks. And this was when I was also working at Noodles and Company. It's when we mostly went to tracks. But when I was working at Noodles and Company too, I became friends with three people that I used to go to school with. That I used to go to school with in high school. Alexis, Rose, and Mariela. Mariela I never talked to in high school because she seemed like she was one of the cool kids, and I was the nerd. I was the gay nerd, with my friend group, and she just, I don't know, she seemed like the popular kid, so I just never talked to her and everything. But what she thought was surprising when I told her that, because she's like, no, I wasn't. I hung out with all the nerds, and I was like, I'm sorry, it's just what I thought. And then Alexis, I used to be scared of to talk to Alexis just because, she always looked like she was mean and, she was going to cut a bitch if you, did anything wrong to her. Well, I mean, I guess if you did anything wrong to anybody, they would cut a bitch. But, she just, I don't know, she seemed very intimidating, and I didn't want to, talk to her for that reason. I was, a little scared. But then when I started working with her, she's this sweet little cute person, and I love her, and she's so adorable. I call her Ewok sometimes. I used to call her Ewok. I should probably bring that back. Hey, Ewok she's Ewok number 2, though. I gotta remember that. Yeah, I love Alexis, too. She's, my favorite person. She's the complete opposite of what I thought she was. She's so nice, she's so sweet, she's so caring. But she'll be a bitch if she needs to. She's the manager. She'll cut a bitch. And then Rose. I was in marching band with Rose. And I guess, I don't remember this at least, but I messaged her freshman year. I started trying to talk to her freshman year in marching band. And she's trying to, I was trying to be friends with her, but I guess she didn't want to. So she just, one word texted me, and I was trying to be her friend, and she didn't want to respond. So but now we became pretty good friends once we started working together. And then I became friends with one of our dish guys. His name was Kai. Excuse me, sorry. Kai used to go to my high school, but I like never noticed him. And he also, I think he told me that he used to live in my apartment complex. In one of my apartment complexes. He said he saw me. I don't remember. I think it was him. But he said he also knew Tony, which I used to love Tony. Or I still love Tony, actually. No, yeah, I still love Tony. I'm not trying to, like, be mean or anything. Like, I'm not saying that I stopped loving Tony or, like, stopped being friends with him. I'm just saying, like, I used to love Tony, so, like, I'm, like, messing myself up with saying this because I don't want to sound like a dick, but, like, I am sounding like a dick. Like, I still love Tony now. I just don't talk to him as much as I used to. I don't know. But, yeah, but Kai he's a very interesting person. He's a very interesting person. I won't get into any of it because I don't know if he'll watch this video or not. So I won't say anything. But yeah, I started hanging out with those four. But during work, it would be Rose. No, it would be me, Kai, Rose, and Hope. We used to go to lunch together because we do double shifts. So, and we usually worked together most of the time. So we had our double shifts back to back. Have like a 1 to 2 hour break, and we would just go to lunch, Chipotle, Which Wich, anything like that, you know. And then Hope became a manager, one of the shift managers at Noodles, so she had more like straight through hours from like either opening to close, or opening to about like 5, or like 5 to close, or like 12 to close, and it's just like, we don't have time to hang out with you, you know. But yeah, but I saw her all the time. I loved seeing her. And then she got pregnant. Hope, Miss No, I won't spill any tea though. I love Hope though. When she got pregnant, I was just dying because I was like, oh, another baby, yes, because my sister had babies, and I was just like, yes. Yeah, and then it became just Rose, Hope, or just became Rose, Kai, and I going to lunch together. Hanging out. We hung out a lot. And then Alexis went to New Zealand for a month. It felt like longer than a month. I think it was like 2 months. How long was it? It was like a month and a half. Anyways, she went to New Zealand for a while. And then, so it was me, Kai, Rose hanging out during lunches. And then when we weren't working, we were hanging out with Yaz and Fallon, who are 2 other people that I started becoming friends with when I was working at Noodles & Company, which I love. I love all my friends from Noodles & Company that I made because I went to school with a lot of them, and yeah, I just love them. But yeah, we started hanging out. We constantly went over, it was Rose and I constantly went over to Yaz's house because she lived with Alexis and so did Kai. We hung out, we watched movies, we drank, we played games. My favorite game playing with them is Secret Hitler because I'm always Hitler. Sadly. I know it's sad. But yeah, and then who else? After them, becoming like friending them and everything, I quit Noodles because shit was going down there and I was not going to have it. But then I started only hanging out with Mariella because she was the only one who wanted to like go out with me. Because I asked everyone if they wanted to go, but they said no, or didn't answer. Sorry, still a little shady about it. But yeah, and then Alexis came back before I quit. No, she came back after I quit. And then I talked to her about things. But we got used to get drunk a lot with Alexis. I loved that. Because it was like a month or 2 into when I started hanging out with Alexis and everything. And, I love Alexis. She's amazing. She likes tequila. So do I. I like vodka though. But anyways, but yeah, and then I started working at Pizza Hut, and I only became friends with like 3 people there. three and a half, because our first general manager, I really loved her. Her name was Brandy, and she got me. She was a lesbian too, so she understood me. And then our AGM, Bill, he was a homosexual. He is a homosexual, and he got me too. He knew me. And then our other man, and then one of the shift leader, Joe. His name was Joe. He's a nerd, like me. He likes anime. He watches My Little Pony, and we just nerd out a lot. He likes Game of Thrones. I got into Game of Thrones with Rose though, so I watched all 6 seasons within like a week span. Technically like 3 days if I like count it all up together. But yeah, it took about a week, less than a week actually, to watch all 6 seasons. Because I was only working at Pizza Hut, and I worked there at night. But those were like the only 3 friends that I actually made there. And then I made friends with one of the drivers because he used to work with my dad at Discount Tire, but he was kind of douchey, so I never really talked to him. And then I went back to Noodles, and I started working. I stayed at Pizza Hut, and then I started getting a second job at Noodles, and I became friends with 3... I want to say 3. I'll say 4. I started becoming really good friends with 4 of the people there, because our AGM, Joey, I really love her. She's so amazing. She gets the work environment system. She knows what she is doing, and I love that. I love that. Yes, thank you. She's so much better than Daisy, which was my old AGM there. But yeah, I love her. I became friends with a girl named Ileana, who is cousins with Alexis, and then I became friends with a Mackenzie who loves makeup like me. She does makeup, and she works at Noodles and Ulta, so it was like the best of both worlds, having her, or getting to know her. And then Graham was the 4th person I became friends with. Like, I won't go into detail because that's a whole nother story about Graham that I won't talk about because I just can't. I can't. But yeah, those were the only 4 people I became friends with up until now, because those are the only people I talk to. And even now, I only talk to about a good handful, because I talked to Alexis, I talked to Kai, Rose, Mariella, Fallon, Ileana, Mackenzie when she's at work, when I work with her, Graham, Jordan, and that's it. Yeah, that's about all the people that I talk to now. And Hope. I don't know if I said Hope, but I talked to Hope. I try to, at least. I don't know. I love Hope. She's my favorite person. She's like one of my favorite people. Like, she's like top 3. Top 3 is like Hope, Alexis, and Ileana. Because Ileana is just like killing me right now. I love her. But yeah. That's basically my friend group right now. At the moment, I've gone to coffee with Ileana once. I hung out with Alexis a few times now, with Kai because I hang out with Alexis, Fallon, and Kai are usually together, so I always hang out with them. Rose has been coming around again, hanging out with us lately, so that's always fun. Mariella I hang out with when we go out. Hope I try to hang out. No, I don't try to hang out with her. I try and talk to her a lot just to see how she's doing with like the whole pregnancy thing and everything. I just try to make sure she's alright. And then I've gone to coffee with Ileana once. I've gone to coffee with Graham. Mackenzie I want to hang out with sometime. But other than that, yeah. Good times. And I've gone to lunch with Jordan a few times. I've also hung out with her a few times. I like sushi, so we've been going to sushi for lunch when I do hang out with Jordan. But yeah. That's my friend updates so far. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I just talked about my friend groups. I love my friends. They're amazing. I know Cam is watching this. Hi Cam, I love you too. I think I messaged Cam. Yeah, Cam, I don't know how we met. I don't remember. Alright, I'm sorry. But yeah, I want to start hanging out with you, Cam. Yeah, Cam, you. But yeah, I love all my friends that I have made so far, from high school to now. They're all amazing. They're all unique, and I love them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know. I'm a talking person, so I'll talk about anything that pops up into my head, and yeah. But I hope it's a good enough video for you guys. I hope you were a little entertained with me. I'm an entertaining person, especially when I talk, so I hope you were entertained. But yeah, hopefully I'll hang out with them soon again. I'm supposed to hang out with Alexis tomorrow, or Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow, because we're gonna play Crash Bandicoot, and I love that game so much. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope. It's a little cringy, but yeah, I tried.